What's up, everybody, and welcome to this new season of Inside Rutgers. I'm your host, Darius Still.
And I'm Morgan Parrish, and welcome to Inside Rutgers. We're here to give you the scoop on all things happening on Rutgers campuses.
That's right, and now we're on Voorhees Mall, full of Rutgers history. Have a lot of classes around here.
I love Voorhees Mall.
Yeah, what did you do this summer, though?
I just got back from abroad, so, I'm just getting back in the swing of things, back on campus.
Anything you have planned for the semester, goals?
I'm just trying to get a 4.0, keep my grades up, just balance everything.
All right, yeah, me too. Same, trying to get the 4.0, have fun, a lot of memories.
Exactly, it's our senior year, right?
Yeah, it's the last hurrah.
It's the home stretch, so we're just gonna make it count.
Well, let's see what the rest of the Rutgers community has planned for the semester.
Now that summer is gone, students are getting back into the swing of things to begin the new school year. Let's check out how our students are transitioning back onto campus.
I've been waiting all summer to get back. I'm really looking forward to this year. I couldn't be happier to be back.
I thought it was going to be really hard adjusting, to be honest, but actually the Rutgers community makes it really easy. Everyone's a lot helpful. I live in Mettler and everyone there is super friendly, so I adjusted really quickly.
I feel like it's a whole different life. I wasn't really prepared for what it was going to be like, no matter how much people tell you, expectations, it's always going to be different. I feel very independent, and already I feel like a different person after a week.
I think the construction is good. We need to put our money to use, so I'm glad it's going towards more housing, because housing's a really big deal at Rutgers.
Well, I actually live in the Honors College, the new one. We all feel like a community because we have our own study rooms and we can all study together, and there's a lot of people with the same goals as you in the same building, so it's really nice.
I want to work on my study habits and try to work on my homework, study as much as possible.
For this year, just to make the Dean's List again, hopefully get all A's in all my classes.
It's my senior year, so I want to make the most of it. I want to do good academically, prepare for graduate school, and enjoy this last year with all my friends and make the most out of it.
I look forward to every year because each year brings a new crop of students, new learning opportunities, and new ways for me to educate myself. The students in my class know I say this at the end of every course, which is education is a two-way street. I have to be learning just as much as you're learning. Hopefully that they learn as much from me as I do from them. It's important to understand that education is not stagnant, that the learning process continues every day and must continue every day on both sides of the desk in order for it to be successful.
New school years bring new experiences. It sounds like students and professors are prepared and ready to go. Have a great semester, Rutgers. For RUTV, I'm Julia Palazzo.
Everyone's getting back into the swing of things, getting back into the grind. You have to really manage your time well, going between classes and everything else you have.
Right, it's hard, but we still can find time to stay active and do some workouts here and there.
Yeah, and the place, even Voorhees Mall, you can do yoga here.
I have seen people do yoga.
Rutgers offers so many things.
So many
different ways for you to, stay active. So let's check that out in this edition of Inside Your Health.
We all know how tough it is to stay active and eat healthy in college, but here at Rutgers, it's easy to eat clean and stay lean.
So we have 5 different recreation facilities. We have 4 full ones, such as the Cook Douglas Rec Center, the College Ave Gym, the Livingston Rec Center, and the Werblin Rec Center. And then we have a freestanding fitness center, which is called the Rutgers Fitness Center. They all have their own little feel. They all have different amenities. They all have fitness centers. Some have pools, not all of them. They all have basketball courts. A couple of them have racquetball courts. So we have a variety of different things at each facility. We have approximately 130 classes under the FlexPass. We have classes ranging from Zumba, body attack, body pump, yoga, Pilates, RU Fit classes. There's a ton of different classes at all of our rec centers. We offer a lot of different amenities. So one of my favorites is our spa. A lot of people are not familiar with the spa. We have intramurals, we have sport clubs, we have pools at our facilities. We have different type of classes, including dance classes that might not be part of the FlexPass. And then we have open rec, so whether it be basketball, racquetball, or our fitness centers. But we have a lot of different amenities that go on throughout the school year.
I do think it's important to stay in shape because for me, it helps me relieve stress and it just makes me feel better about myself.
It's a nice breakup of the day between studying and all that stuff.
I go to the gym every day and I do all these fitness classes every day.
I normally run or do some sort of cardio and then I try to lift some lighter weights.
I go to the gym as much as I can. I really like to run outside, so I try and do half running, half weights.
I would consider myself pretty conscious about what I eat, except for on the weekends, but I'm trying to be a little better.
I'm actually a nutrition major, so I'm more health aware and health conscious now more than ever.
Usually if I go for like an hour run sometimes, I would kind of be conscious, but normally not really.
Yeah, I actually do have a flex pass, and I use it sometimes. There's some pretty good classes here, so if you can fit them into your schedule.
The classes are a nice change from a normal workout.
I would like to try to start running more, perhaps a half marathon, but we'll see how my running goes with all my classes.
No matter what your fitness goals may be, Rutgers Recreation has so much to offer to help you get out there and stay active and stay healthy. So get up there and get moving, Rutgers. I'm Morgan Ciani, RUTV.
Rutgers really has so many different ways for you to stay active and to be as fit as possible.
They do, you know. Sometimes I like to do yoga even out here in Voorhees Mall when it's nice out, so that's a good way to stay fit.
This is the perfect place, you know, nice in the shade. Well, we're going to take a little break. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Inside Rutgers.
Have you ever wanted to visit Italy? China? Or France? Well, now you can. The Rutgers Center for Global Education is here to make your traveling dreams come true and extend your learning opportunities beyond New Brunswick. Located at 102 College Avenue, advisors, global ambassadors, and students who have studied abroad are available to give students advice about programs, academics, and adjusting to a different lifestyle away from home. If you're not sure about what program you would like to apply for, meet with an advisor to go over options and places you might be interested in. You can also ask questions about program expenses, how to obtain travel documents, how to register for classes, and so much more. Whether it's for a year or a semester, be sure to drop by the office for walk-in advising anytime between 12 o'clock p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday, or attend a weekly information session. Most students plan 6 months to 1 year in advance of going abroad. Application deadlines for most programs are the semester before you leave. Spring 2016 applications are due October 1st, 2015. The office is now accepting applications. For a list of programs, application materials you need to submit, and more information, check out globaleducation.rutgers.edu or call the office at 848-932-7787 from 8:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday. Now you're ready to take the leap and see the world.
College can be stressful, and it's easy to lose track of your health, but maintaining a healthy lifestyle is important. Here are 4 tips to get you back on track. An important part of staying healthy requires an active lifestyle. Make sure you're penciling time to exercise. Whether it be hitting the gym or going for a run, remember to get out there and get moving. A healthy lifestyle revolves around a nutritious diet. It's important to eat the recommended servings of fruits, vegetables, and meats to keep your body going. Hydration is also important, so carry a water bottle or visit water fountains frequently to get your 8 cups a day. In college, there will be many nights spent studying, but try to get enough sleep on a regulated schedule. Sleeping improves learning, memory, and overall health. Doctors recommend 6 to 8 hours of sleep, so determine your sleep patterns for a healthy lifestyle. Reducing stress should not be overlooked either. Do what helps you relax best. Whether it be yoga or meditation, reading, or just hanging out, make time to recharge your batteries. For more information on how you can live a healthy lifestyle at Rutgers, contact Health Services at 848-932-7402.
Welcome back to Inside Rutgers. And now, as we mentioned earlier, this is Rutgers' 250th anniversary, so it's a really big deal.
You know, it is a big deal, and it's exciting to be part of the 250th graduating class this year.
And there's so much going on throughout the semester, so we're going to give you updates in this new segment called Are You 250?
Founded in 1766, Rutgers is celebrating its 250th anniversary this year. Students have already begun to notice around campus some of the cool and exciting changes, like the sign right behind me. Today we sit down with Matt Weissmantel, the Senior Director of the Rutgers 250 Project, and learn more about the cool additions around campus.
Students may have noticed the fact that there are now banners up on our on poles throughout all our campuses, on buildings, also backpacks that first-year students receive during orientation that have the tagline "Revolutionary for 250 years," and on the buses. So lots of things that are happening out there that students should notice. Websites will begin to change during the semester. A new Rutgers 250 app will be coming out. The slogan, "Revolutionary for 250 years," this is really very specific to Rutgers. You know, we really have been a revolutionary institution for all of these years. We are the first institution of our kind to reach this milestone year of 250. I think that's a great statement, and I think it says a lot about us as the institution that we are, and really points out the fact that many of the things that defeated or caused problems for other institutions, we were able to solve in all of our long history. Great growing pains. We've grown very quickly in the last 70 years. I think it's a good time to celebrate what we've accomplished as an institution. Folks can visit the Rutgers 250.rutgers.edu site for more information about things as we move forward.
We thank Matt Weissmantel for sitting down with us today talking about the cool and exciting changes around campus. We look forward to seeing what's to come with the 250th anniversary. Until next time, with your 250th anniversary update, I'm Will Powells with RUTV.
It's really great that they're hyping up the 250th anniversary because it's such a big deal here.
It is, and you know, it's so exciting to be part of the 250th class at Rutgers. Stay tuned, Paint the Town Scarlet is up next.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Cece Crane, and today I am at the Earth Center in South Brunswick to celebrate Garden Field Day. Let's go check it out and have some fun. So can you tell me a little bit about what inspired today's event?
Well, we are having our annual Master Gardener Open House, and at this event we have various different projects in addition to the Butterfly House, which we have open for the public to come and see the various different gardens that we have.
Today was trying to inspire people to garden more, to eat healthy, and to bring back agriculture to our communities.
What exactly can event attendants expect to do at today's festivities?
Oh, there's a lot to do. First of all, you can sample some of our farm-grown food. You can come into the children's garden. You can visit the Butterfly House and the vegetable garden.
What brought you out today? Why'd you come?
For my pops to pick strawberries and have fun too.
I wanted to look, listen, and learn.
What is your favorite fruit or vegetable?
Bananas and broccoli.
Strawberries and watermelon.
Why?
Because they're juicy and healthy.
My favorite part will always be the herb beds because that's where I was trained and started out.
What has been your favorite thing you did all day?
Come to the butterfly pageant.
I very much enjoyed the herb garden. They did a wonderful job of that.
Just seeing the enthusiasm as all the visitors come through and their amazement with kids catching butterflies and just the joy of everybody just being able to be here and take part of what we do.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had as much fun as I did. As always, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Cece Crane, RUTV.
Now we're going to be taking another quick break.
But stay with us because we'll be back with more Inside Rutgers.
There's a better way to wake up in the morning. Start your mornings right with Wake Up Rutgers every Monday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Wake Up Rutgers is the best way to stay updated with all the current events and news happening around Rutgers, so wake up early and tune in. For more information, visit rutgers.edu/programming-channels/wake-Rutgers.
Hey Scarlet Knights, Rutgers is turning 250 years old in 2016, but planning for the anniversary is starting right now. Rutgers is one of the original colonial colleges, and there are only 7 others in America that have reached this milestone. Here are a few ways you can get involved in the year-long celebration kicking off next November.
Become the proud owner of Rutgers, a 250th anniversary portrait. It's an original book composed of university history, personal stories, and memories from faculty and alumni dating back to 1766. To order your copy, check out ru250.com/book. Rutgers Day 2016 is going to be bigger than ever. Become a volunteer at the event and join the special celebration of the 250th Charter Day planned for November 10, 2016. For more than 2 centuries, Rutgers has been developing and expanding. There are tons of other events that you can take part in to show your pride for all of the progress that has been made.
We want you to become a part of Rutgers history. If you have any ideas of potential activities for the anniversary, send them to Rutgers250@rutgers.edu. Help Rutgers celebrate in style.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we're giving you the latest on everything Rutgers.
And one of my favorite parts about Rutgers is the professors. So now that we're back, let's take a look at the Shining Knight.
In this edition, we feature Julian Mussolino, a Rutgers psychology professor.
Cognitive psychology is the study of almost anything mental, our mental lives. For example, the study of how we produce and understand language, our memory system, how we make decisions, how we reason. My name is Julian Mussolino, and I'm a professor of psychology and cognitive science here at Rutgers. Simply put, can be thought of as the scientific study of mind. My research at Rutgers focuses on one aspect of cognitive psychology, which bears on our capacity to acquire language. I've done research in this area, focusing mostly on what's called the preschool period, so children in the a range of 4 to 5 years of age, looking at how they acquire, produce, understand a complex aspect of language, complex aspect of grammar. One of my colleagues once told me that one of the perks of being at Rutgers or institutions like Rutgers is that we're surrounded by very smart people. That's the case here. My colleagues are wonderfully smart, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to be surrounded by people like that because there's so much to learn from these people. So that's one aspect. The book is called The Soul Fallacy. It's a controversial book among the general public. I decided to write this book because I've been teaching psychology, cognitive science for a number of years now. And I thought that there was one big elephant in the room, so to speak. Students were told all the time about what we call the material basis of mind. Very rarely, if ever, were they told what this entails for popular conceptions of how we function mentally, the concept of the soul. So this book is an attempt to look at the perennial question of the soul. I try to show in the book that what kind of soul people, including students here at Rutgers, believe in. These beliefs are very widespread among students and among the general population here in the US. So the book first shows that this is the case, that those beliefs are widespread today in the 21st century, and then shows that this idea of a soul, of an immaterial soul, is not just a theological or religious or metaphysical question, but is above all a scientific question. And from this, then, it follows that we can assess whether, or try to determine whether people really have souls or not objectively. And the book arrives at the conclusion shared by most scientists that it's very unlikely that we have such a soul. We most likely don't have such a soul. And then the book talks about the consequences, what follows from this conclusion. So on the one hand, there's a negative message for most people, which is, hey, you probably don't have a soul. But on the other hand, there's a very positive message, because I show at the end of the book that we really have nothing to lose by giving up those soul beliefs. We have nothing to lose morally, spiritually, or aesthetically, and in fact that we have something important to gain. So I end the book with a message of hope. But I think more generally what's wonderful about being an academic is the kind of freedom that we enjoy on sort of two levels. One is intellectual, that we have intellectual freedom, which is rare. We can look at, research, think about, write about pretty much anything we want, whether it's popular or not. And we can reach, if we are intellectually honest in what we do, any conclusion we want. Our reading and thinking and research can take place anywhere. We can travel, we can go to conferences, we can go to different countries. So it's a very privileged life that we have, and that's one that I thoroughly enjoy for all these reasons.
What a great member of the Rutgers community to highlight.
Yeah, Rutgers has so many great faculty members, students, and alumni.
They do, and you know Rutgers is really known for their research, so let's take a look at what our professors have discovered.
Working on research problems in the intersection of art and artificial intelligence. We design algorithms to help them to perceive visual fine art. But in latest research, we moved forward and helped computers to assign paintings a creativity score.
For something to be creative, it has to be novel from its prior, from what happens before it, but also it has to be of value, influential.
Basically, computers look at a large set of paintings and they are able to assess or quantify creativity of these paintings, given its historical context.
How it works, how the algorithm works. So basically we create what we call a network between all paintings that we have. So every two paintings are connected to each other based on how they resemble each other, how similar they are. Based on this network, we did some mathematical reduction, some transformation that convert this problem to what's called a network centrality problem.
The algorithm is a step-by-step procedure which you need to take them to solve a problem. And in the language of computers, it's basically a programming language, a step-by-step programming language, which in general, your computer takes input in and produces an output.
Imagine every painting has a set of creativity tokens, and all the paintings start with the same creativity tokens in the beginnings, but then paintings will pass these tokens around based on their dates and how they resemble each other until we reach some equilibrium, and that's where we get the final scores.
I would say I was very fortunate that I'm here at Rutgers because I've been in a really good community of researchers.
We call it the Art and Artificial Intelligence Lab, which is a lab that's in intersection between computer science and art history.
You never have the freedom that you have in a research institute. Here, whatever I do, I get the attention, and if it's really interesting, then I get the credit.
In the iPhone, that's an artificial intelligence component. When you use your camera and do face detection or automatic focusing, all these are somehow artificial intelligence components.
One common interpretation of AI these days is that AI is going to replace humans. I personally don't believe in that. And I think if we as humans are intelligent enough, we should find new roles for ourselves.
So more and more you're going to have artificial intelligence coming into the machines that you are using on a daily basis. So it will be a better place if the machines are smarter.
It looks like artificial intelligence might not just be science fiction after all.
Well, we're going to take one last quick break, but you don't want to miss what's coming up next, so stay with us.
The Rutgers bus system provides more than 15 options to get around the 5 campuses. Sounds overwhelming? But here's a quick recap of the bus routes and available resources to make traveling easier. On weekdays, the A and H buses make stops along College Ave and Bush. The B loops between Livingston and Bush, as the LX makes stops on Livingston and College Ave. The F takes an express route by traveling Route 18 from College Ave to Cook and Douglas. The Rex L goes between Douglas and Livingston, with the Rex B looping between Douglas and Bush. There are also weekend buses, which make stops on every campus. Each bus stop displays the routes of the specific bus stopping there and the expected arrival times. To learn more about the Rutgers bus system and additional bus services, download the Rutgers app, visit nextbus.com or rudots.rutgers.edu.
Bullying isn't just in person. Now, bullying can be over text messages, phone calls, or social media. And it can happen to anyone. Students who believe to be victims of verbal assault, intimidation, bullying, harassment, or defamation should report any incident to the Dean of Students of their college, school, or campus. You can also file a complaint at the New Brunswick Office of Student Conduct at 115 College Avenue. If you or someone you know is being bullied, don't be afraid to speak up and reach out. For more information on bullying, visit compliance.rutgers.edu/bullying.
Welcome back, Rutgers.
If you're just tuning in, you're right on time as we take a look at the new Honors College.
You are the inaugural incoming class of the Rutgers Honors College New Brunswick class of 2019.
This is a huge day for Rutgers. It's the first time that Rutgers has had an honors college that is university-wide.
It was so exciting to be able to be part of the inaugural class. We get to set a precedent and a standard for what it's going to be in the future, and I love the idea of being a trailblazer with it.
I actually like traditions and stuff, so it's kind of cool being able to set the traditions for the Honors College.
It makes me feel a little more special that I was part of the first to ever do something.
I wanted to come to the Honors College because with the creation of it at Rutgers, it offered a lot of the same things that I was looking for in other schools.
It's like a living, learning community. We have feedback from everyone. We even have the staff, like Dean Matsuda. We have all of them living with us.
I love the idea of being surrounded by people who share the same kind of drive and motivation as me.
What pleased me about her taking part in this program is that she was going to be surrounded with like-minded people that have goals and direction and motivation.
Going to college is a big experience, and I just wanted to make it the best I could possibly make it. And the Honors College felt like the place to do it. A lot of high-achieving people in the same place.
If we can get some of our most talented students who would have left New Jersey to come to Rutgers and be part of our community, the more robust the state is going to be, not just now, but in the future.
The creation of the Honors College altered my decision to come to Rutgers. Originally, I was going to go to California for another school.
I was deciding between this and NYU, and what threw me over the edge for this, all the research opportunities, academic opportunities. There's so much attention here.
It did kind of affect my choice to come here because I felt that I would get more out of the experience.
I mean, these kids are full of promise, and they've come to Rutgers, and they're going to be part of our community and part of what makes Rutgers such a special place.
Well, that's all the time we have today on Inside Rutgers. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to tweet us at Rutgers TV.
And if you miss any parts of this episode or any past episode, you can always check us out online at rutv.rutgers.edu.
Thanks for tuning in with us. See you next time on Inside Rutgers.